let's look at some Khris Middleton passes. Here we'll start off with just a classic dribble drive penetration from Khris. So this is, he gets the ball here on the feed, attacks toward the basket, draws that help defense, open up space. Everything on offense is about space. That one results in a Giannis flush. This is, again, looking like he's going to attack there off the Khris Giannis pick and roll. That time he dishes over to Sterling Brown. Here we see another pick and roll. Khris is great attacking off this. Look at all the help that comes, and then he finds the open Ersan Ilyasova. Let's run this one back. We see, look at Khris attacks here. 2, 3 guys now paying attention. That means somebody has to be open besides Brook, who's right there. That guy is Ersan, and he cans the jumper. Bang, for 3 points. You can see Khris Middleton not known as much as a dribble attacker. There's a nice little feedback to Robin Lopez, who it's a ridiculous 3, but he is adept at attacking the basket and finding the open player. That's an easy one, but you can just see the way the help goes toward him. Players are drawn to someone as dangerous as Khris. Here's another pick and roll, draws 2 guys, but throws over the top of everybody to the open Giannis. I love that play. Here we get Khris, attacking again. Draw the 2 guys, get 2 guys concerned with what you're doing. That means somebody's open. In that case, it was Giannis for the slam. Here we get Khris attacking, and then just an easy dump off to Dante, and that is our next look. Also, that is a skip pass. So here, let's take a look at some of Khris's skip passes. That last one was both dribble drive and skip there. Classic pick and roll feed to Giannis. I love that play. Here we go in transition, just showing how simple this is. A lot of players go for the alley-oop here, something like that. Khris keeps it simple when he can with the skip pass. He's great at doing them inside. That one is a goaltend to Dante, but you can just see he's very adept. This one comes off a turnover. We get Khris with a lot of space around him. Going, bam, just easy. Right feed to Giannis. He slams it. It's not a difficult pass. It takes some vision, of course. You got to do it, but there's a nice one to Ersan that we'll take another look at here. But I like this pass because it lets the player receiving the pass do an impressive move or make a play. It's not Khris isn't trying to make a highlight here. He's trying to get the ball to his teammate who can make a play. Look at how much help that pick and roll drew. If Ersan wanted to pass that, there were a lot of guys open. But here we see again, just a classic. I love that one. Just the step up, look around. Whenever there's a smaller defender on Khris, there's a lot in his tool bag. He can post up, but he can also pass over around. Love the stuff there. Again, in transition, a lot of guys maybe go for the alley-oop, maybe take it themselves. Khris just deals the simple skip pass, the simple bounce pass there. Let Eric Bledsoe make a play. Let Ersan here inside make a play. That's what I like about those passes. It gives the opportunity to the teammate. I love this. Dribble drive, inside skip pass to Giannis, who yams one home. Khris is adept at throwing these in transition, like this one. Attack. I love that unintentional assist there. But let's look at touchdowns. These are when the skip pass isn't there, when Khris does have to go over the top. He's very comfortable doing so. This is the longest segment in here. Khris throws a lot of these things, a lot to Giannis, of course, but to some other players as well. But it's just fun to watch. Robert Covington goes up a bad 3. This thing is a full court touchdown to Wes Matthews, who does convert. But Khris very comfortable going over the top of players. That's an easy one there to Eric Bledsoe. When that skip pass is not available, here's off a turnover. This one is fun, just right over the head. I think that's Kai Bowman there. But it's good to see, Khris is comfortable with all sorts of passes. That is a more challenging one to Brook Lopez over a few defenders. He is very good at reading heights, reading where the defenders are, knowing how high they can probably get, and getting it right over. This one is just ridiculous. This one probably shouldn't have worked, but it did with the Giannis with the touchdown catch there over Chris Paul. That was pretty. But a lot of these are passes that I didn't really realize Khris threw these so often. That is just immediately launches one there for the open layup. I mean, this is a guy who can shoot from all over the floor, and we'll run this one back. He can also pass from all over the floor. I mean, that skip pass in transition, this freaking touchdown pass in the open court. Khris Middleton, whenever he's got the ball, you have to be aware. I love this one. It's simple, but obviously everyone is so concerned with the Khris Giannis pick and roll. As we take another look, all 3 defenders are. Giannis probably could have gotten the alley-oop there as well, but when you have the NBA's leading 3-point shooter wide open on the corner, you kind of have to hit him. There's just a simple one on the inbounds. We see a lot of these as well on here. Just simple stuff. Just here's another one. Giannis, bang. It's that easy. If the defense falls asleep, Giannis is lurking. Khris is always ready to throw that pass. There's just a real nice setup to Ersan. Ersan catching a lot of nice feeds from Khris in this video. We love to see it. This might be my favorite play in here. It's clearly drawn up. Dante comes off, inbounds, or not inbounds, brings the ball up, dishes to Khris. He's going to catch the dribble handoff and then just turn around and run and just slam that thing home. A beautiful feed. There's another to Dante. Dante getting up there with Giannis, honestly, at knowing exactly where to go from Khris's touchdowns. Here's just a simple one to Eric Bledsoe. But you can see if someone has position, if Khris sees that, he's going to get that lob up there. That another ridiculous one that should not have worked, but did, because Khris is tremendous at throwing these lobs. There's one to Brook Lopez right there. Effective plays that give you a really, really good look. And we'll end here with the classic Giannis pick and roll, my favorite play. And Khris, as we've seen, is very capable of throwing that touchdown. Now, just to end here, just a few post-up passes. We'll look at, Bud's offense is all about movement, but if you get one person who's going to stand still and read the floor, they can really use that movement. This is a beautiful example. To George Hill, an easy open dunk here from the feed from Khris after DJ Wilson sets a screen. Khris, when he's posting up, we know he can score and shoot over anybody. He can pass over these guys as well. I mean, this is something I think is really unlocking. We'll take a second look at this one just to see. Khris comes up, really draws the attention of the defense again. Tristan Thompson ready to try and block the shot. Wasn't prepared for Robin Lopez to sneak behind him and just finish a very, very easy slam dunk. So this is, and here's again the same game. The Cavaliers are small. They were not ready for Khris, who draws two, and then more and more help. And again, just an open shot. Khris Middleton using his gravity on offense and the gravity of those around him, especially Giannis, to just get easy looks for his teammates. I mean, when the ball is in Khris's hands, he can make life easier for everybody. That's, again, just simple. Just everybody looks at Khris for that half second. That's all he needs. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed.